Was broke to a guy with a mask. Was both to a guy with a plan. I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I'll give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Rodgers pass.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey's 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Shotgun now for Rodgers. Look at, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Packers nothing.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Panthers' 9-yard line.
Hey, you block over here. Mark 56. Mark 56. Here we go, D. Oh, can I get it?
Rodgers to throw once more. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
from midfield. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards.
Carolina.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Burrow's pass.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. And Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
To Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Let's go. 26 mark. Watch the slap.
Burrow on play action. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, here's Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. That's caught. It's Thomas.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Rolling to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Again, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Complete to DJ Moore. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
At the Packers' 36-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Carolina.
26
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another try for Mixon. And shedding through the... And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Joe and 18th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go.
On first down, Rodgers going for it all. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Rodgers going to throw. 4. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
It's the score, Panthers 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And a Panther first down.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 11.
56 to Mike, boy. 26. 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
You got to step it up. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm going to lose one. Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Carolina.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown.
Carolina.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Run. Let's make these babies.
Hey, Mike. Slam.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On the coverage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
28. Packers 25.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on